Weather Extra. Hi, everybody. It's 48 First Alert Weather Extra. You know, I made this backdrop, and I should have probably used it more often when I'm on air in the morning to remind everybody that we have 48 First Alert Weather Extras at 8:15-ish Saturday and Sunday mornings, 8:30, whenever we kind of get this all going. And then we have 4:30 in the afternoon, Saturday and Sundays. And then for your weekday viewing pleasure, 10:30 in the morning. It's either usually Eric and myself. And then Brad does one at like 9:30 at night. So these are our 48 First Alert Weather Extras, and I'm plugging it for you right there. Okay? I'm also going to plug how nice the weather is going to be for the weekend. There is a slight chance of a spot shower or two today or tomorrow, but overall, lots of sunshine. Live look in the Parkway in Huntsville, where I was tilting that camera to where it was sunny and beautiful this morning with a gorgeous sunrise. Now it just looks like I didn't turn the camera back to where it should be, and I apologize. But anyway, I digress. All right, where are we at? Hi, Vacation Valerie. Good to see you on. I was actually in Vacation Valerie's neighborhood yesterday, stalking her. No, I was not stalking Vacation Valerie. I was just hanging out. What's up, D? Good to see you on, my friend. Hope all is well. Hope you had a good 4th. I hope you all have great plans for the weekend. Here's your heat index for today. So you take the temperature. Remember that humidity creeping up a little higher today. You'll feel it a bit more. I know when you go outside this morning, it was certainly more humid this morning than it was yesterday at this time. Probably a heat index about 100 today. Typical for this time of year in the Tennessee Valley. 90 to 95, feel like 100. That's pretty much every day in July. But everybody's going to probably be outside trying to do a little bit more activities in the afternoon, maybe because it's the July 4th weekend holiday. If you are, stay hydrated. Be smart. Check on the pets. Make sure they're okay. If you're walking the pups, make sure their little paws are protected from the concrete. And keep an eye on the radar in the afternoon for that stray shower or storm. I don't think it'll be much, but it'll be just enough where somebody is going to have some kind of lightning briefly, and we want everybody to be safe. Hey, I want to talk about something for a moment. It's kind of bougie. Chantal. Otal? Yeah, that's how I'm going to say it. So we get these pronunciations of how to say the tropical names, right? I always thought it was like Chantal, right? I'm telling you right now, I actually watched like 16 different meteorologists call it Chantal. So I'm going to continue to say it that way until somebody tells me that I'm doing it wrong. But I digress to let you know that we have our third name system in the Atlantic. It is Chantal. And it's going to affect South Carolina and North Carolina with some heavy rain along the immediate coast. It is the third name system. We had Andrea and we had Barry. I think Barry was down by Mexico with the mudslides and stuff like that. Andrea was a fish storm. Chantal will have a slight impact on the Carolinas, really going to bring a big-time headache to all the people who live in Wilmington, North Carolina, or Charleston, South Carolina. July 4th is a money-making event for many locations along the beaches in that area. And with the heavy rain forecasted with Tropical Storm Chantal, it's going to probably limit that just a bit. I'm sure that people who made reservations are already there, but nonetheless. So nothing tropical here except for maybe the air mass where temperatures will feel like 100. I put a slight chance of a shower or storm in. There you go. Probably between like 1 and 4. It doesn't look like the coverage will be all that impressive again, but just enough to keep it in the forecast. Validates that 10 or 20% that you put in there. Mark, what's up? Watching from Huntsville. This is Roll Tide. Roll Tide, Mark. All right. Happy 4th to you. Thank you for watching. Vacation Valerie says hi to D. Vacation Valerie was not home. I was going to start throwing things at your house. Like, hey, you there? Stan Barbie, good morning, my good friend. I hope all is well. Good to see you on. Good to see you on, my friend, as always. I keep feeling it's like Sunday. I was going to say, are you singing today at the church? But then I'm like, it's only Saturday. It feels like a Sunday to me. I don't know why. Mike Gentle's on. Good morning to you, my friend. Coffee mugs up, my friend. I've had like a lot of coffee this morning. So I had a little traumatic issues last night at the house with all the fireworks. Rubble did not do well. Many of you know my dog has a lot of problems with fireworks, and Yeah, my neighborhood was a hotbed for fireworks last night. Thank you all there in Northwest Huntsville. Appreciate it. Yes, yes, yes. Fireworks and M80s going off until 2 in the morning. Then my alarm went off. So I am really tired because I had to babysit my pup. And I love him. And Sky got a little upset last night too, but Rubble was a mess, hot mess. And we had given him medicine and everything, but it was just too much. It was just way too many fireworks at one time. People were like firing them off like right in front of our house. So, yeah, not good for the Rubble Meister. So I was up all night trying to keep him calm, and finally he fell asleep right when I started getting ready for work, which was good. But yeah, I love this time of year. Love it. It's great. Fire off all those fireworks. Vacation Valerie saying hi to Stan, which is great. Sarah, what is going on? Good to see you on. Vacation Valerie, for those of you who don't know, she's the hostess with the mostest vacation. Well, I call her Vacation Valerie, but it's Valerie Kirby Carey. I should maybe get this right and make sure I say her name properly. She will say hi to everybody who comes on vacation, comes on the chat, and I call her Vacation Valerie because she goes on vacation quite a bit, which is a good thing, but she's here and she'll say hi to you, so that's good. Sarah says, my daughter Hope says hello. Hi, Hope. Good to see you. Allison says, good morning. Having a large garage sale today. Looks like it will be a hot one. Allison, where are you having your garage sale at? You can go ahead and say it. You want to come on Weather Extra and spend some time and hang out? You can tell me where your garbage sale is. It's all right. Tell me. Oh, by the way, reminds me, we did a story, and I think if I have this correctly, and Tatiana will correct me if I'm a big idiot, but Unclaimed Baggage today is doing a bidding sale on suitcases. So I don't know how this all works. It's kind of freaky to me, okay? I'm just not going to lie, because you go there and you bid on a suitcase. You have no idea what's inside of it. And the suitcase could be all damaged. It could be brand new. You don't know. It's like a guess. So you bid on the suitcase, and then you get the suitcase. And then you get the stuff that's inside of it. Unclaimed Baggage. And what's really great about going to Unclaimed Baggage, and I got to be careful with this one, there's this really cool place to get an adult beverage and food right next door. I can't say the name of it, but it's right near there, and it's really, really good. And you can kind of do two things in one day. I was going to say kill two birds in one stone. I don't say that because then somebody will get mad at me for killing a bird. But you can go there and have a great time. In Scottsboro, in all seriousness, this is an awesome place to be. I know a lot of people who live in Huntsville feel like it's off the cliff. It is not. Scottsboro is not a far drive. And I love that area out there. I find something to do all the time. And I'm in Jackson County more than I am in Madison County. But if it's something that you want to do today, it's a thought. It's a thought. That's all. It's a thought. We're surrounded. Sarah says that we're surrounded by fireworks. Yeah. Felt that way too. I felt like some of them were hitting my roof. That's how close it was. Yeah, it was not a good night. Good night. Vacation Valerie saying hi. Allison says 5003 Nancy Circle. Well, that was very exact. I'm assuming Huntsville. Yeah, Nancy Circle. I recognize Nancy Circle, but I think it's Huntsville. Hi, Jasmine. She says howdy. Jasmine, good to see you on. Vacation Valley saying hi to everybody. The hostess with the mostest, everybody. I'm telling you. Allison says today and tomorrow. 2-day garage sale / yard sale. One of that. That's awesome. Always things to do. We did a story yesterday about where everybody's at. Trash Pandas last night, they were not at home, but they put the game on the Jumbotron from Knoxville, and they had fireworks show not only on the 3rd, but they had it on the 4th too last night, which was wicked cool. A lot of people at Point Mallard at the wave pool yesterday. We took video of that. And we had another one too. We talked about somebody else, someplace else. People just doing stuff outside, doing their thing. I think it's great. This is like, I know it's hot for some of you, but I mean, this is very, very typical July pattern right here. So this is kind of how it's supposed to be for July 4th in Tennessee Valley. There's your 10-day blown up in your face. I put 10% Saturday, Sunday. I think Brad added those last night. Can't hurt to have a stray shower or storm in there. Had it happen last night right before the fireworks shows were taking place. All the storms died down. There was really only one, but there was a few. Well, there was two. And there was like a little bit of rain and some lightning with them. But so the 10% will CYB it, cover your butt forecast, I call it. And then Monday, a slight chance again. But when the pattern really takes a turn is when a frontal boundary to our north starts to sag south. And on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, that front will be in the vicinity of the area. That could keep more clouds and more rain in the forecast. That will keep the temperatures from hitting 90 likely Thursday and Friday. It depends on how much sunshine we get. We could still hit 90 if we have some sun. But right now, it doesn't look like widespread severe weather, but certainly active in terms of we could get multiple days of heavy rainfall. Because if you look beyond the Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, next weekend looks pretty wet too. We already had a very wet May. We had an exceptionally wet June. And if we were to hit on all that rainfall there, it would be a very wet July as well. We don't have to have a tremendous amount of rain in July to make it an above average month, because it's not usually a wet month unless you have a localized downpour from a thunderstorm. But that is more widespread. Everybody gets a little taste of rainfall. It's not these little pop-up storms that we've been dealing with for like the last 10, 11 days. So that'd be an interesting setup if that all plays out. It's like this drawn out frontal boundary. It just kind of hangs out. It doesn't want to go anywhere, and it just sticks around. All right. Sarah says, I hope you have a wonderful day today. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Sarah, I appreciate that. And honestly, to be honest with you, I am going to wrap this up a little quick today, and I do apologize for that. I will sit here and talk for half an hour usually, but I have to turn around and I have to work tonight, and I have to work Sunday morning, and then I think Brad's in Sunday night. So I am going to go home and take this long nap because I did not go to bed last night. I literally slept for about 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this a little bit shorter than usual. It's a really easy forecast. It's straight up. And yeah, it's just, if you don't like the hot temperatures, you pack it up inside, put the air on and watch some movies. Or if you have a chance to be outside and you're okay with it. I had the dubious honor of being invited to the pickleball club here at the station and went and played some pickleball with Eric Burke, Claudia, Michael, Matthew. It was 5 of us. And we played 2-on-2 doubles, and one person got to take a little bit of a break. And played for about 2.5 hours, and I could not walk the next day. And I still am not walking well because I've used muscles I haven't used in a long time. But it was fun. If you have a chance and you're big into being outside and playing a little pickleball, there's a lot of courts around North Alabama to play at, and it's a fun sport, and all ages can play it. A lot of the game is played up at the net, so it's a lot of more quick reaction than diving around for running around the court and stuff like that. So really good time. We had a blast, and it was fun. Definitely would do it again. But Claudia and I and Matthew were hurting this morning, and we played like 2 days ago. We were walking around all slow. So it was good stuff. Stan saying hi to Valerie. Valerie, just getting the sunburn from Hawaii. I'm not going to be in the full sun for a while. Yeah, rookie mistake in Hawaii, getting sunburn. We got to talk about that. You got to have the right brand. Matthew was talking about that today because we got a little sunburn when we were playing pickleball the other day. You got to apply over and over and over, especially if you're sweating a lot, right? Stan tells me to rest well. Stan, you're the best. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm a little tired. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, have a good day, everybody. I'll be back for the weather extra at 4:30. And hopefully I'm not going to be tracking a whole bunch of thunderstorms because I am not in the mood to do it. I'm hoping that the rain holds off and all I get to talk about is the temperatures, and we'll call it a day. And then when I come back tomorrow morning, there might be a little patchy fog to start the day on Sunday, but other than that, it should be a pretty quiet weekend. Just a lot of good times to be had outdoors with friends and family. And you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you on air tonight. Remember, Weather Extra 4:30.